as you heard Chip say earlier, that Gerald had an amazing ability to get volunteers, and he would literally, if you were walking by, grab you and pull you in, and you were part of the project. But the beauty of it, he had a certain talent that most people don't possess. When you became part of that project, you felt like you were an integral part of that project, and you felt good about your volunteerism with him. And I think that's just, I've never met anybody like that. It's just amazing. And this tree behind us exemplifies volunteerism. All of these lights here were donated by the Lowe's Corporation. Steve Blair donated the tree. Ken Lane hustled and got us this tree. This tree arrived at midnight last night and was planted this morning. The fire department put the star up. APS helped us put lights up. And Charlie Hildebrand is going to be finishing. You're going to do some rock work in here, aren't you?
No, we planted the tree.
You planted the tree this morning.
Yeah.
And
Landscape.
Yep.
there you go. So all of this was done with volunteers. So it really kind of strikes a chord when it comes to Gerald. And I'm sure he'd be really proud of all of us as to the volunteer hours that have been put in here. And of course, it couldn't have been done with Tammy Lynn. So I'm going to have Tammy speak. Why don't you make the dedication, Tammy?
Oh, okay. Well, first, I started on the park volunteering when I was living in Phoenix. My sister Twyla said, come on. And so I've been coming every year for 9 years, and I know Rob and Twyla and the kids grew up working with Gerald. And it was such a joy to not only see Gerald every year here, but I got to connect with him on different things. And is Robert Talbot here?
Yes, I'm here.
Robert, come on up. Oh, you know what? You come on up. I want you to know, this gentleman, I gave him a call and I told him about Gerald. I told him about the tree and the vision. And I started talking to him about the Character Counts program we do in school. He goes, oh, my kids love that. And I said, oh, so do I. And anyway, this is Robert Talbot. He is the general manager of Lowe's. He donated 8,000 lights. He donated everything, and I could not tell you. Jeff knows we have really struggled the last few years, and Twyla and Rob, and we would always buy lights. But this year, every single light is brand new, and every single light's going to be there, and we keep them every year. Thank you, Robert. Okay. Thank you. And Robert's children are going to help us, as well as a couple other children, because I want to, on behalf of all of us, I just want to thank you for being here. And it took a whole village, and you know what? But he would be so excited and so proud. And Carol, would you like to say anything, honey? Okay, come on up. Because I'm going to finish up by doing a very special thing at the very end. And after she speaks, then what we'll probably do is each one of us are going to decorate the tree. Each one of us and all the children I'd like to have come and help me in a minute, okay? And we're going to all take Christmas ornaments, and we're going to light the tree and put Christmas ornaments on it, so each one of us will have touched that tree.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody for being here. We really miss Dad, but this is an awesome, awesome tribute. This was his favorite project other than taking people up on the courthouse and scaring them to death. I'm sure a few people here could tell you some stories about that. I never went up there. I was always able to say, I can't go, I work here, and they won't let me up on the roof. But I'm sure y'all have some really fabulous memories of Dad. We certainly do. Christmas is one of the very best. And as Chip said, Dad loved Yavapai County, Prescott, Arizona. And he never wanted to live anywhere else. And when he was dying, we asked him, you know, Dad, is there anything you really would rather have done with your life or any regrets you have? And he said no. He did ask several people I know, please keep Prescott Arizona's Christmas city. So thank you all so very much for being here, for all your hard work. And I would like to encourage you, get out and grab volunteers like Dad did. He was amazing at it. And maybe we could all take up that challenge and keep up the good work. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Also, this came together like a lot of things with a lot of hard work, and I want to make sure I do also thank Patty Krause with the city and all the city of Prescott, because you know what? Parks and Recreation, Debbie Horton is here. Without their hard work and without getting permission for us to do this. It was a collaborative. It wasn't just that you get a tree, because Ken knows that. We got the sturdiest, strongest tree. And with he and Steve Blair and Charlie, everybody made this work. And also, I want to thank Jeff Demand. Jeff has done a wonderful job, and I think because of some of the things that he's done and getting all of us involved, we are going to have a best park and the best entrance to Prescott that we've ever had, and now it's going to be adorned with the most beautiful tree. Thank you, Jeff. Okay. Now, can I have some of the children up here? Because what we're going to do is, I want to make sure, yeah, come on. Okay, why don't you go give those to the Brownlows, all right? And here, I've got, what you're going to do, it's do your own, you guys. I've got the hooks here. My hands were too cold. Yeah, why don't you, go ahead.
In the meantime, I'll entertain you with a story about Gerald.
Okay.
As to how I got involved in the courthouse lighting. And I used to be a news reporter in town. I went down to interview Gerald about the courthouse lighting. So he said, "Oh, I'm glad you're here. Come with me." So we go into the courthouse, and I'm like, "Gerald, I need to interview. I need to get back to work." "No, come with me." So the next thing you know, we're climbing up through the attic of the courthouse. We're up in the attic of the courthouse, and there's nothing but drop ceiling. And 2 2x4s, but you have to do this to try to get across the courthouse. So I figured if Gerald can do it, I can do it. And the whole time I'm looking down thinking, I'm going to drop into the middle of Judge Brutnell's courtroom in the middle of a court. And what am I going to say? I just thought I'd yell guilty if I came flying to the... So he got me out onto the roof, and I'm like, "Is this where we're going to do it?" "No, I want you to go up on that edge and check all those lights." Well, Gerald didn't realize I'm scared of heights. And I was shaking the whole time while I'm checking these lights. "Is that one working? Good. That one's working? No." And he was helping me out up there, and it is one of the weirdest rooftops I've ever been on, but probably one of the most beautiful views of Prescott I've ever seen. So since then, the rooftop kind of became my responsibility, and every year he dragged me up there, and I kept trying to tell him, I'm afraid of heights. But it did make a difference.